What's up YouTube, this is LDS Reliance. I'm out in the solar shed today and I lost the audio for the first part of this video, so I'm having to voice over it once again. But today I wanted to do some safety measures, and I had some comments from some subscribers, and I really didn't like the way that the wires there come out of the knockouts without any support. And so I was suggested to get some connectors that go in those holes, and they grip the wire and provide some mechanical relief so that you can't pull the wires out or damage the connections to the terminals inside the charge controller. So I'm going to go ahead and install those today. I'm also going to install some 100 amp breakers on the solar panel input that comes into the charge controller, and also the fatter wires that go down to the battery bank. So this is what these little connectors look like that I'm going to install inside the knockouts. I haven't used these before, but they're really cheap and you can get them at the hardware store, so I thought, what the heck, let's try them out and see how they work. And here's the breakers that I'm going to install. These are identical to the breaker that I already installed on the battery bank itself. So there will be 3 total of these breakers, one on from the battery to the load, one from the charge controller to the battery, and one from the solar panels to the charge controller. So not only will these provide safety, but I can also hit the red button and disconnect that circuit if I want to work on the system safely. And last but not least, I'm going to install some ring terminals that I didn't have last time. I didn't do this on camera, but I had to install some very temporary connections from the charge controller to the battery bank. And so I'm going to rectify that today by installing some more permanent ring terminals down there. Okay, so we have everything done. This is the breaker for the solar panels. So basically that red button, you can push it and it will disconnect that switch and it will make it safe to work on. And then down below, down here, I installed another one for the bigger, thicker wires which come from the battery bank. And same thing, it's a 100 amp breaker, so if it detects more than 100 amps it will switch off, or if you want to hit the red button and manually disconnect the circuit, you can do that as well. And as you can see, we have the connectors installed. I don't know why they're called connectors, it's kind of a bizarre name, but anyway, so basically, like we talked about, these hold these wires in place so that if they accidentally get bumped or something, you don't dislodge these connectors in here. These terminals in here are not rated for a lot of abuse. You know, if they get yanked on or something, you could damage the inside, and so these basically provide a mechanical relief against the connections inside. And it also plugs up the hole a little bit, so it's kind of a nice thing. I've never used these before, so thanks for the recommendation. Anyway, so that completes the safety portion of this installation. I'm going to go ahead and get the faceplate installed on here, and there's only a few things left to do, so we'll take care of a few more things next time and hopefully fire this up and get it into production. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've liked this video series, there's a lot more coming in the future, so hit subscribe and stay tuned.